It was your idea for me to sit next to you.
Only because it's time for your favorite new sports. Where DeVoe, who's our resident sports expert, because she runs around and she don't have no tennis shoes or no sweats. She tries to run around in that natural shit. Oh yeah,
that's cold. That is so cold.
This used to be the worst part of the show to me, the sports things. They want to ask me questions. I don't know nothing about sports. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Okay.
You do. You know sports. You know what?
Okay.
You know activity, athleticism, because you are demonstrating.
And you do those sports. Yeah. You do some sports.
I don't watch.
You walk fast through the natural market. Don't you do that? Chasing, did you roll coconuts? Some of that shit. Whatever. You don't do hemp. Leaving or something. I don't know.
Let me laugh through my nose. No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go through this real quick because I know DeVoe wants to get to the hot pick. So I'm gonna do this.
She's
I know.
Calm down.
She can't wait.
Okay.
You know, yesterday it was a good day for Michael Vick. Mario, as you can tell, the man came up and basically went against a pass rush that everybody said he was going to be challenged with. No big deal. We know Mike Vick did his job. He did
played well again. Showed consistency.
He did. He
got to give it to him.
What he did is stayed in the pocket. He did everything. He didn't do the blowout game that everybody was looking for last week. So now
he stayed in the pocket. That's not what you think. Something totally different.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Wait a minute, that's cold. So, hey, DeVoe, when you get to a point where you go like, I can't follow you guys, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, and we'll slow down.
We'll break it down.
We'll slow it down for you. Okay,
so you need it, you know.
Bottom line. So here's the numbers on Mike Vick, which to me are great numbers. He had 258 yards and he had one rushing TD and he had one fumble. Mario, the trip that got me is that he's 5-0 throughout this whole season, and he's only had one turnover, and there was the first one against the New York Giants, which has a pass rush defense that would challenge him. Not too many other defenses are going to come at him that way, or they're the example. Here's the question. Here's my question. Do you believe that Mike Vick right now is rated as in the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Yes, right now.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, because they rate you based on the games he's been in, and he's had stellar performances. Remember last week, he had a performance that many people would probably say is one of the best ever.
Right.
But it's one of the best individual performances in the history of the NFL.
Ever?
Yeah, the combination of passing, running, just quarterback, just leading the team.
Yes, sir.
Just amazing. Amazing.
All right, Victor. You're amazing.
Hey,
no, he's Victor. That's Michael Vick.
Oh, Vic. Sorry.
Somebody get you close. It's cool.
I just don't have any. Let me stop. I ain't gonna even go there.
You close.
I'm not going there. That's cold.
Yeah.
See, I was about to go on another journey.
That's good enough.
I know.
Michael Vick.
Okay. Hey,
is that the guy who had the dogs?
You know what? You gotta help her.
Yes. He paid his debt to society.
Just checking.
You're pretty sharp. Can't pull anything past you.
Not at all. Not at all.
She's a sharp one.
You know what, DeVoe?
White women will be back next week. They'll be back next week. Please tune in.
Wait a minute.
Tune in.
I love it. Because she said, you have a delayed reaction, DeVoe. I love it. You know what? I'll spend a little time. You need more time on Mike Vick right now?
No, I'm fine. I know who he is. He had dogs.
See, I told you.
He had dogs. You got dogs.
But you know what?
Just told us about dogs.
He's amazing in one aspect because he's doing something that's never been done. So, bravo. Boo to what you did, but bravo to what you're doing.
Well, he's still working with the Humane Society.
He needs to.
And PETA and all them.
Yeah, I love that. Let's talk about PETA next week.
Certainly discouraging any acts of bestiality that are out there.
He better.
No gerbil, no abusing gerbils.
He was doing awful things.
One thing we can't stand is the gerbil abuse.
Well, let me ask you this, Mario, real quick. Since you said he's in the top 3, give me the 2 quarterbacks that's ahead of him if you had to dare to do so.
Since you know
Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
No brainer. But you know who's performing at a higher level this year? Is Phil Rivers at San Diego.
Oh, you're actually right. I forgot. He actually is really doing excellent.
So the bottom line.
And some of the other people have slipped a little bit, but are still doing well.
I agree.
Because I think the other was Atlanta's quarterback.
Ryan. Ryan is hot.
Yeah, I think he was doing pretty good too.
Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to highlight a couple other games because Brady's Patriots defeated Manning's Colts. Now, everybody said this, that, it was going to be one of those games where you could either blame or you can manage the game, or you can try to avoid committing turnovers. This was a try to manage the game. And Mario, between Manning and Brady, who do you think stepped up and performed to expectation? And
I think they both perform excellent. I don't think you can even hold it against Peyton Manning for those things that people are actually thinking was his errors. Right. They weren't. That's right. I think you can even tell by his reaction. Like that last interception, I think the receiver didn't break the route correctly.
No, I agree.
And that's why he had that look on his face and was, when he's like, because those calls, if you know, those balls are out of his hand as the receiver's going down the field.
Right.
Still hasn't made his move. They're thrown to a point.
That's correct. And
I think they both did. Vic, it was a wonderful example. I don't have any criticisms of either, actually.
I don't either.
I think they both did wonderful. It wasn't them. In fact, I'll even go as far, even though it's a different thing, even with Brett Favre, they tend to blame the quarterback and give him too much credit when they win and too much blame when they lose. Right.
And here's another part to it. The numbers speak for themselves. Brady didn't have what they call the ultimate Brady day because he had 186 yards, two TDs, and no interceptions. But Manning had 396 yards and 4 TDs and 3 interceptions. So the part that I think that Manning won on, he has to carry a lot more. Yeah, severity of injuries across the team. The routes are not as familiar. I really think Manning is way more valuable as an asset than Tom Brady. Tom Brady fits into a system. They kind of plug it in. Manning, basically, you remove him from that team, it's done. It's really done because everything's timing, and he is a coach on the field.
I don't know if you could actually hold it against them for their teams being weaker or stronger, but I do think that Peyton Manning is a football mind.
I agree. I think
more than most.
Yes,
in the NFL.
He knows all the plays, and we applaud him for that. And to me, he has to take those chances. Go ahead, DeVoe. Go
on, girl.
It's good to know
you
that,
like
you know, these brothers are out there doing it. What? That's screaming.
Okay. Hey, here's one that I thought everybody was looking forward to this game that I really it surprised me, and I think it's taking a step backwards. Oakland Raiders got humiliated by the Steelers, and everybody thought it was going to be a closer game. While Mario hassles DeVoe over there.
Why are you making those noises?
It's a compliment.
Go ahead, Victor. I'm sorry.
Say excuse me. Say excuse me. Damn.
Well, here's
what
the thing.
What you been eating?
Well, let me ask you this. Were you surprised that the Raiders got shut out as much as they did, though? Because I thought the Raiders were going to lose, but I didn't know it was going to be that bad. And you have to, and here's the number.
Yeah, and I think I don't appreciate even how they pulled the plug on my man, the quarter. It's not, to me, they blame the quarterback. They want to pull the quarterback. I don't know.
Well, look at it this way. Here's the number.
That wasn't the issue. They couldn't run the ball either.
I agree. And here's the other thing. You got Roethlisberger, who has 275 yards, 3 TDs, 0 interceptions, and a slap in the face by Seymour of the Raiders.
And they tried to say he punched him. He slapped him. That looked like an open hand. He basically pushed him in the face.
Right, he did. He pushed him, but it was a nice push to get him down on the ground. Now, I believe Roethlisberger says something enough because you don't walk up on somebody. You just don't do it. Now, you're not supposed to hit him.
He probably said, you look pretty cute in those pants.
You know what?
Is he gay?
No, just adding controversy.
Oh.
You know where you're wrong. Okay, but here's the other side of it, Mark. For those of you who are following, Campbell and Gronkowski totaled 168 yards together and 2 interceptions. So the bottom line to me is that they're not performing, and regardless of your sound effects, it won't make any difference. I don't want to hear any about it's the sound effects. Just leave it alone. Bottom line is the Raiders, who we thought they were, and they are who we thought they are. They're the same team. They're a little bit better. Their talent needs to develop. DeVoe, you have to ignore him, DeVoe. Just ignore him.
I'm trying to get into sports.
You don't have to.
You're like totally messing it up for me, Mario. Go ahead, Victor.
That's okay. Because see, I've learned to talk to myself.
What sport are they talking about right now? All right, back to the side.
All right.
What sport are they talking about right now? Just tell them. What?
Shut up, Victor. Go ahead.
Basketball, baseball. What are they talking about? Track. What's he talking about? Okay.
That's cool. DeVoe, I'm here to rescue you. Don't worry about it.
Football.
Hey, our local boy, Sanchez, New York Jets, is showing everybody that after a year, he can actually grow up being quarterback. And he leads the Jets in a comeback win over the Houston Texans. And he does it in the last 45 seconds of the game. Mario.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that.
That was a Texas boy.
Give me a rating 1 to 10. the performance of Sanchez as it relates to coming back at the end of the game with 45 seconds to go to defeat the
Actually, he's
Texans?
been looking good. 9.5.
Like I said, that's a man. DeVoe,
Yes.
you can rate the pigs.
Okay.
Forget it.
7 points.
Time, all right.
That's all right. That's all right. Let me keep going. Okay, here's the bottom line. Teams going in the wrong direction. We're going to go over to a controversy that I think is brewing, and I just think this person's got some issues, although I think everyboug's rallying
He
around.
needs to get laid.
Wait a minute. No, he may have gotten laid too often. Vince Young obviously has a thing with Jeff Fisher. Now, all I know is this, Mario. What happens What happens when your player takes off his gear and throws it into the crowd? Is he also taking a chance of injuring a fan?
He is. He's taking a chance
being emotional.
of injuring a fan. He might cause an elderly person to get a woody. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Anger management. You know,
all of that.
He's got the money. He can hire somebody
It's
to
been
help
4
him
hours.
through this.
Call the doctor.
Okay, well, let me give you a little background for those of you guys who've already seen all the early morning sports centers and everything else. Bottom line is that Mr. Fisher was walked out on the post-game locker room where you talk to all your players, and basically Vince said, I'm not walking out on the teammates, as Fisher claimed he was doing. He says, I'm walking out on you. Do you think any coach deserves that type of treatment from a player who's considered the franchise quarterback? Not just the team.
Insubordination, Vic.
I think
30 lashes.
I think
they still
you know
do
what?
lashes? Okay, 15 lashes.
You know,
I'm a little heavy-handed with the lashes.
Sometimes the stuff goes to their head and they become misplaced.
Right.
I think he's a little misplaced. I think he needs some counseling.
There you go, girl.
I
And
really do.
chamomile
I mean,
tea.
throwing stuff at the audience because you're mad, that's just stupid, okay?
Yes.
You know, step on your own foot, but don't hurt anybody else.
Thank you.
Well, you doing?
Have you ever thrown anything that was like thrown?
Never been out of control like that.
Never lost your, just pulled this.
No. Not when there's an audience. And I've been mad at audiences, right, Victor? We've done shows where I should have been throwing some stuff.
She sure did. She sure did. And just to make sure, he didn't. He threw. You know how you throw your shirt, or like Dennis Rodman in the old days, you just throw up in the crowd so they can grab it. Well, he threw his jersey, which probably, I don't know if it contained all the pads, which I heard it did, into the fans. So even though he wasn't trying to hurt anyone, bottom line, poor taste and judgment. I'm not saying Fisher is not a good coach. There's an ongoing thing going on here with Jeff Fisher. Just want you guys to know. So the bottom line, 1 to 10, 10 being, no, I'm not going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. Mario, do you think Mr. Young will be there at 2011?
No.
Tennessee? Done. He's gone. He's gone.
Right.
He's gone.
Get some counseling.
Okay.
He's going.
Email us and
Gonna
I'll give you
trade him
the
to the
whole
Buffalo
list of
Bills.
those
He's done.
counselors.
So
Yeah.
no reason. So he's going to be traded. You think he's going to be traded to the NFC or an AFC rival?
Buffalo Bills.
But you know what? Let me lead you into the Buffalo Bills does something. Let me just go and jump on it real quick. They did a comeback on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ocho Cinco T.O. Here's the team that said that they were going to be in the championship game.
That's right.
What's the problem? And here's
Carson
the quote.
Palmer.
You think the problem is Carson Palmer?
Yep.
Okay. You don't think it's the coach?
Yep. Gotta go.
It's everybody.
Marvin's gotta go, and Carson.
Here's the,
One fell swoop.
here's the quote.
Snicky snack.
Clean up house.
Here's the quote from Terrell Owens. It's the battle of the worst. So now the Buffalo Bills have won 2 games in a row and 1 game behind Cincinnati Bengals. So you know it's not the T.O. show and Ocho Cinco,
No.
right? Okay, done deal. You know what? Did you guys like to watch NASCAR, the Chase Championship? Did you guys check it
I
out?
actually like that kind of stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
He's
Talk.
cute, too.
Oh.
You kind of confused, aren't you? You like McRibs? You ever had a McRib?
No, I haven't.
See, I tell you, how can you trust her? Would you trust a woman who's never had a McRib?
You should be with a woman who has never
Jessica
had one.
Simpson has had a McRib.